to fire this one up. It's about 9 minutes in length.
If you were to open your Bible and read Mark 14:16, you would learn that Jesus' disciples went into Jerusalem to prepare the final Passover meal before the arrest and crucifixion of Christ.
because it looks old. And when I show that, it hides my wrinkles and my liver spots. It is really me. Who said that? Did you? You didn't recognize me? Well, isn't that something? Well, no, it's not me. But we have on our YouTube page I have to say, there's over 700 of these now. And this one is actually today's, day 12. When it says day 12, that means it's December 12th. But after this, after December, then when they're reposted, you'll see them in linear order, chronological order. But this is continuing on in Ecclesiastes. The devotionals, which are almost word for word on this, are out here. But there's also a series on Proverbs. There's a series on the life of the Apostle Paul, which is a 31-day study. Yes. They are on Facebook, but not everybody is on social media. So these are available on Facebook. It would be hard to find them because if you're active on your page, they might be spread over many pages. Yeah, but if you're not on Facebook, but the same things are available on YouTube. So if you subscribe to them, you'll be able to find them much easier. And you can tell by watching these are not intellectual giants. These are pretty simple as it goes. But if you're interested in the book of Proverbs, or if you're interested in the life of Paul, I did a series on great chapters in the Bible. I did one on Psalm 119. I did one on the parables. So there's a lot of them out there if you have an interest. And I mentioned if some of you are familiar with the tracts that we used to have. And those, there are people that like to have the hard copy, but this is the new tract. So if you see that, you may not be interested, but you might know of someone who might have an interest in that. All you have to do is copy the address up in the, still call that the URL, Mark? Yeah, up in the top. You just copy that, paste it into an email, and say, I think you might like this, and let them make their choice whether they like it or not. But I just wanted to, because we had a short time today, but I just wanted to make those to show you how you can subscribe to them, where they are at. It's the TC Church of Christ, and you can watch them all day, and they are guaranteed to cure insomnia. If you're having a problem sleeping at night, one of these, you won't even make it through that. You're gone. Might want to cut that out for those. But any questions? Yeah, yeah, and they are free. You don't have to pay a thing for it. Pardon me? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can play them on your phones. You can play them on your computer. I have what they call a smart TV. Even for dumb people like me, I can use a smart TV, and I can play these over my television. But I also showed the same process for Apologetic Press, and there are people who are much better, versed than I am in science. And so for parents who have kids, and especially, how many people have told you, you can't rely on the Bible? It's copies of copies of copies of copies. How can you know that is true? Well, as he explains it to you, and he explained it in a very simple, in 9 minutes, there's I believe his name is Bart Ehrman. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he's a scholar, and he claims that there are just tens of thousands of errors in the Bible, so it can't be relied upon. Well, one of those errors is if the top of the D is put off. He considers that an error that means you could not depend on the Bible. Well, many thousands of those exist, simply because, has anybody here ever tried to copy the Bible by hand? Yeah, and so you realize how difficult it can be. And these were scribes that copied these, and they still made errors, no matter how meticulous you try to be. And they had their methods of it, but they're still, as he explained, the process of how they went about of comparing one manuscript after another. You didn't have to have the original. In fact, it's better that you don't have the original, because then you can compare all of these different copies and say, well, this is exactly what the author meant it to be. And Apologetic Press has, I don't know how many hundreds that they have, but if you're interested in science, they have astrophysicists on there, they have rocket surgeons, the whole shot that you can watch.
They have one of where it shows where man and dinosaurs actually lived together. It's really good.
Yes. Yes, exactly, yeah. And I've met these guys, I've heard them speak, and they're the real deal. And so if you have, you might think, well, this isn't really up my alley, but you think of all these kids that are being bombarded constantly, and adults who want answers, and they have a lot of answers on their website. They have spent a tremendous amount of money, and I'm thankful that I have someone like Mark who can help me in such a rudimentary way to explain how it is you set a camera up and just talk into a camera. It's hard enough for me, but they have high tech, so to speak, much better graphics than I have. So, I think is the third buzzer gone off yet? Fourth buzzer. Okay, all right, you're dismissed. Go out there and convince Applebee's that they need to open up for you.